final video on Pyramus and Thisbe. This is where Thisbe kills herself, and not quite as dramatic as Pyramus, but equally sad. So she spoke, and that's just finishing up what was in the last video, when she was talking to her parents, or Pyramus and then her parents in the tree. And then this is a little bit tricky here, so we're gonna go with incubuit. So she fell on the sword. So remember that this is a synecdoche or a metonymy where iron represents swords. Literally, it translates as iron. So she lay down really on the iron or on the sword. And then we have an ablative absolute right here, followed by a prepositional phrase. So a little interlocked word order or a synthesis. And so we'll say, after the tip of the sword had been placed, like fitted, under the lowest part of her chest. So you can imagine that maybe she's got the sharp point up. So she lay on the sword. Not as dramatic as Pyramus, like thrusting it into his guts. All right, and then this is a nice little bonus Ovid piece for us, I think. The quote is going to be referring back to the iron or the sword. So the sword which was, or bought, still warm from the slaughter. So a little relative clause here, referring to Pyramus's slaughter. The sword was still a little bit warm, kind of icky. Alrighty, and then Tama, nevertheless, their vows touched the gods. They touched their parents. All right, so we got a few things going on here. The tetigere is going to be a syncopated verb, so its full form is titigerunt. And then we also have an anaphora with the repetition of tetigere, and we have an asyndeton. Alrighty, and then this last piece tells us how their wish was fulfilled. For the color in the fruit is, and we got this little clause here, when it was ripe, it is dark. So just a little complement, subject linking verb complement. And what super est, you can kind of see the est and then super, so like is above, but essentially what remains from the funeral pyre. So pyre, P-Y-R-E, is essentially the fire that they build to put the bodies on for a funeral. So that which is left over from the funeral pyres rests in one urn. So the fruit is dark, and they were able to live forever together in their urn.